I'm Scott Elmore. This is the 24th of August, 2021. This is Sheep Guarding Llama. It is Tuesday. Welcome to the show. So today, I had just loads of meetings today, right? Like, very, very busy. Had to do class stuff and a lot of work stuff. And it was just a generally busy day, but not terrible, just pretty busy. And of course, I've been up a little bit late last night because I was playing video games with the girls, Genshen Impact, which we are working on, they're still trying to get me leveled up to a point where we're able to play online together. That takes actually a lot of work. I can't believe how many hours go into it before some of the major features are even unlocked. But it's kind of interesting, and I like the graphic style, and I kind of like the story. The story's kind of weak, and the character's kind of weak, but it's okay. I like it. So today, for the most part, pretty relaxing. This is the first time that Alan was working in his house all day. He does need a number of things, so they're going to be running to Managua, partially for him, partially just because we have a Managua trip tomorrow. But he needs monitors and shelving and simple stuff like that. When you first move to a new country, obviously there's just like this laundry list, sometimes literally of laundry items that you need in order to function. And so there's a lot of shopping in that first little bit that you have to do, but that wears off pretty quickly after several weeks. I mean, of course, with the hotel, ours is still going on to some degree, but that's because we're just constantly upgrading the hotel and not because we actually need things ourselves very often. Now that I have had monitors for several weeks, we're kind of into a position where it probably took about 2.5 months for us before we were really to the point where generally we have everything that we need, but that's more or less what it's like for everybody, right? And a big thing this evening is that our friend Mike. All right, sorry, my battery died in the middle of saying that. It is Mike Lopez's birthday. He is 54 today. He came by the hotel this evening to celebrate with us. We went out and joined him. His friend Giovani stopped by and joined us. So we sat out on the beach and we kind of started off with rum shots and getting the new Hernon's special blue piña colada azuls. I guess that was redundant, but the piña colada azul at the hotel, which are fantastic. And so the funny thing that happened is while we were there, Giovani took a selfie of us, and it turns out she sent it to Alan, who appeared before I even knew anything had happened, and we were all very confused. It turns out that Alan and Giovani have been talking to each other online, and this is the person that he had said, oh, someone I know knows someone who knows Scott. And so she was at the hotel and took this picture, and just a crazy chain of events came together, and suddenly Alan was there and everyone knew each other. And so ended up hanging out for the evening. So we spent the whole evening chilling in the hotel with Mike, and we had a really nice night. And then when we were done there, I played some more Genshen Impact with the girls. Not a whole lot, maybe an hour tonight, but we got more in. I've finally got my adventurer rank up to 10, not that anybody cares, but getting that much closer to being able to play online with them. Now, earlier I had kind of skipped what happened this morning, because our big adventure early this morning is I took the dogs on a really long walk, about 7.5 kilometers all the way to the north end of Poneloya. When we did so, we found some puppies that are on the side of the road, and when I came back, we talked about it and decided we needed to mount a little puppy rescue to go down and see if they were still there, and if so, we needed to rescue them. We are off on our first time together. You've actually done one of these rides before. Yep. In, what is this called? We don't know. It's like a pedicab, but that's not what they call it here. So we are heading off to the north side of Poneloya. There are some puppies that I saw this morning on my morning walk that were abandoned on the side of the road. And so we are heading down there with a basket and towels and stuff, and we're going to see about if we have to rescue some puppies or not. So that is our morning adventure here on the 24th of August. So while we were taking the pedicab around town, I took the GoPro with me. Unfortunately, it didn't start recording right at the beginning, so we missed the part right next to our hotel as we left, but we did manage to get a good recording of nearly all of town. I cannot believe how many motorcycles are coming by as I've recorded. This is at least 8 motorcycles in the last 3 minutes. We managed to record all the way through town, all of Las Peñitas, all of Poneloya, in some really smooth footage. Now, I'm going to put this on this vlog. I'm not going to put this on Drive Warp, but my hope is that I'm going to get one of these pedicabs, hopefully figure out what they're actually called, solidly attach the GoPro to the pedicab so I'm not holding it the entire time, and get a perfectly smooth run from all the way with Barca at the low end. And here come literally 2 more motorcycles as I say this. All the way to the far north end of Poneloya. We, in this, only get to the north end and see the Embarcadero, and on the south end only go as far as the Simple Beach. And so that is, that was our day. We did our due diligence. We went down and we did not find any puppies. Apparently someone had been taking care of them, just not at the time that I had seen them. And so we were able to immediately we walked around, we searched, got back in the pedicab and came back to the hotel. But this is Dominica and I kind of got a nice morning of just traveling around town together, hanging out. She had never been to Poneloya at all before, at all. So this was her very first time seeing that half of town, which is the more populated half. And she's barely seen Las Peñitas. She's only walked, so she's walked most of it. She's driven through all of it, of course, but she's never been to the Malecon. I did not know there was another Malecon in Poneloya, and had no idea what kind of businesses and houses and style and everything was available in Poneloya. So that was a really interesting trip for her, and she had no idea that this is how far that I would walk with the dogs on a regular basis, and sometimes even farther when I don't have the dogs. All right, and after that, that is it for the 24th of August 2021. I will see all of you tomorrow.